Alright, so here's another webcam video. I haven't made a webcam video since my brain cyst tumor situation, but other than that, man, let's talk about the current state of Bladers Rebirth and what I personally think has changed since the last time before I actually left and now. There's been some significant changes to the game, and I personally think most of this stuff is actually quite overwhelmingly positive. I think the state is in a pretty interesting situation because the game itself has had a huge overhaul in staff members. It had a huge overhaul in, you know, just graphical design and just, you know, bay parts in the community and stuff. So it seems that things have changed for the far good, I gotta say, you know. I think it changed for you know, just interestingly in a good way. But I don't know where these things are gonna, like, if it's gonna stay that way or not, or where it actually is going to steer to. I have no idea. So I can only judge by what I've seen and stuff. The last few updates were good. Let's start off with something very positive. The last updates were good. I think the what is it called? The Halloween update was really good. It was super important to the meta because there was some really cool things that got released with that. We had some very interesting stuff like you know, Draculic evasion, horseman hierarchy. There's just so many interesting fragments and parts that got released within that update that made you know, a change to the meta, and I think that is super important, that you will have something you know, playable in these updates that is just absolutely meta and game changing. And you can see from the tournament that I've hosted, you can see that many people are using a lot of stuff from the Halloween update. So I think that was a very nice sort of fresh air that came into the game, because I also like everything connected to, you know, basically you know, horror stuff. So I thought that was a very nice change. They did some nice graphical changes like map changes, and they got some new boards out there, and there was a lot of stuff that actually happened. Even the update before that, the Kairo update, was awesome as well. Like I spent most of my time in Kairo or PvP, so I can do some testing for you guys. So I think that is very important. Now on the other side, we got the Thanksgiving update, and I was given the parts today. It was a very small update, but kind of a small one with big a small update for people to see with big changes to it. I think that what they have done there was quite interesting. They have changed a lot of things when it comes to like balancing. I did a showcase of the new two parts. I wasn't too thrilled with soloing, to be honest, and Evergreen was bugged, so you fell out of the map, or you know, you were sent to heaven, to Jesus himself, with those with that bay. I don't know, it was weird. You can see it in my video. I kept like glitching out with it, and it was something known to the devs, so I'm pretty sure that it will be changed in the future. Now obviously that is not a good look for the developers, because this is a paid item. So if somebody actually spends money for that defensive stuff, and they get the evergreen parts, for example, sometimes you actually get kicked out of the map. And for me it's 100%, so it's not playable. I can't use that part right now, so that's kind of like really sad. Wanted to make a good you know, review on it, because it does have Minotaur's rampage, which is, by the way, so to speak, from the last time I actually left the game, a newer skill that is also very interesting for defense. There was some huge changes. There's like a huge patch list. I made a video on this on the channel as well. There's like a huge patch list where you can see what they've changed in the Thanksgiving update, which I think was very necessary. You can see that defense is actually on the rise again, which I personally think is awesome. Really good, because I really like that. I love defense. It's one of my favorite, maybe even the most favorite. I always call it an aspect, because my girlfriend and I, we play Marvel Champions, and you call it an aspect, but it's more like a, I don't know, stat way or something. I have no idea. Stat way. But yeah, anyways, I really like defense. You know, having not much HP, but you can still tank a lot, which is something that definitely speaks to me. I like that. Anyway, so they've done a lot of changes in the balancing voicing situation, sometimes people don't see what has been changed because there's like 2 new sets in it, and that's that. You know, there's no quest line, or, you know, this is something that I really would Bladers Rebirth to implement a little bit more, is like adding maybe more quest lines to it. I haven't done my storyline in this game. I don't even know, like, does it like give you anything good? Like, there's not much explanation for the main storyline. I should be doing it, but nobody's really talking about it, so yeah, it would be nice just for me personally that they would add a little bit more like quest lines, you know, things like that, fill the cities more, add new maps at one point, that sort of stuff. That's something that I would like to see them implement a little bit more. They're really cool with auras and everything. They gave me my own aura for the people who hasn't seen it. I love to show it. Let me show you real quickly. So I was able to, you know, help design this. That was my idea. I said it would be cool to have like a spaceship, and then like, because I like Loki from Marvel, to add like a, you know, some sort of a thingy and let like things rise up to the spaceship. I think that was an amazing idea that they implemented this, and that brings me to the next point. Now they have done a 180 turn for content creators. They've been really helping out, making, you know, content for us that we can do, and building ways that make more sense, more structured, at least a more structured way for us to really be happy when it comes, like, if we feel like we've been taken care of. Now let me explain to you what I mean by that. So there's a system now. One of them was the aura situation, which I thought was awesome, that we were able to get our own aura that we can help design, put a little bit of our own twist into the game. That is something for me that is one of the coolest ways to appreciate a content creator ever, like actually putting an item that is from the content creator or something, on an idea into the game, that I think is awesome. Now there's a CC chat, which means content creator chat, where I can voice, like, I'm like kind of the only one that is really voicing things and that is trying to help the game improve, or, you know, these sort of things, and they actually listen to you. So it was my idea. I actually asked for them to implement a camera that we can use to like free roam around in the game, so we can take better screenshots for our thumbnails. And it was literally put in, like, I don't even know, like 10 days later or something. It was they did it so fast, and this is something I also always have to respect. This is a really good way of helping content creators, you know, do this kind of stuff. So in that regard, I think it's very nice. I'm very happy in that regard. There's one thing that I would criticize, and that is the return of the items. Now, of course, returning the items that you get spawned in the game is important, but they have a very tight schedule on 7 days in there, and sometimes even though I post a lot of videos, sometimes it's really difficult to keep those 7 days, because I still have ideas with that set that I got, and I would like to extend that, and I've asked on multiple occasions, and they said it's not possible, and I thought that was a little bit, I just think it's a little sad that they can't, like, I only asked for another week, but they wanted to have it returned straight after 7 days. Sometimes even they ask me before that, so it is given for 7 days, and then they go like after 4 days or 5 days, hey, do you still need that? Can we trade it back? And I guess they have a really focused eye on that. I understand that. I absolutely understand that, but that would be only like my critique point, that we could maybe push it a little further, because that helps me not dish out too much stressful content like too fast in a row, instead of like having a little bit more time on making these videos. But other than that, I think I am actually really happy with it. Now, there's still a lot of bugs going on, so you will probably sometimes, again, now with this new set, for example, we had these bugs that were going on, and, you know, okay, they happen. I guess, you know, this is a ongoing development here, so these things should happen. But I do believe that the testers should have caught on to that before releasing a bay that is, you know, being glitched out the entire time and is super fast. So I think that is something that needs to be worked on as well a little bit more. But other than that, these are just small, tiny things. Other than that, I think the game is very much so complete, and every update that we're getting is just awesome. Just keep on giving us the updates, and they're really consistent now, at least. They used to not be. Now there is, at least, and let's see what they will bring in for Christmas. I heard it's gonna be a really big update, and I might be able to get some leaks for you guys, so I can make you know, some interesting content. Anyways, I think the state is good. It is very close to great in my opinion currently. But it is still a few things. I mean, just on the top of my head, these were the ones that came to my head, but there's probably still a little bit more. But other than that, man, I think they're doing a really good job to create a very nice, cool space in a virtual world for you guys. So it is a really good time to start playing Bladers Rebirth, or return, at least if you're thinking about returning. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one. Peace.